was a Sunday morning. I was at my desk. I was getting ready to get to work on a different project, and a couple people came in, and one of them had attended a movie premiere in Hermitage the night before. I didn't know anything about a movie premiere in Hermitage, and I live in Sharon, so I thought that was kind of interesting. So I went to the internet and I looked up this movie premiere, and sure enough, there was this movie called Finding Purpose that was written and directed by this guy named John Rain. Back to the internet, I look him up. I find a trailer on Polestar Studios Facebook. One of the main characters, who's actually supposed to be played by John's brother.
My real brother, Rodney. He was actually supposed to star in this film, and he passed on about 5 years ago.
I've worked with intellectual disability now for going on 14 years, and for the last 3 years, we've started this thing called Get to Work Productions, where we are venturing into the area of all-inclusive filmmaking. Long story short, I reach out to John, I tell him my story, ask John for some tips, basically on how to start a production company, what direction to go, nothing to do about it.
You're trying to catch lightning in a bottle.
So he gets a hold of me, we talk, he comes to our Hermitage office, and we end up meeting for about 3 hours. He has the idea for Finding Purpose, Road to Redemption. He wanted to film a scene at our location, and he wanted our staff and our individuals to be the stars of the scene. And not only that, but he used the phrase, I'm giving you complete creative control, which meant for the first time, I actually had to sit down and write a serious script. I came up with 14 pages. I submitted it to John. He loved it.
Hey, Janet. Hey, Marie.
Good morning.
Hi, Jen. Hi, Marie. Bye-bye.
It takes me until Sunday to realize I'm actually on a break.
Then you wake up Monday expecting to do something productive, instant kick in the stomach.
That's not where I feel my kick. I feel mine a little lower.
The visual examples that you'll see in this documentary speak for themselves. I learned more in 2 weeks by working with the Polestar Studio crew than I could have learned in 3 years of, I guess you would call, classroom schooling or a film school. The knowledge that I was able to gain out of that is going to transition into what we're doing with Get to Work Productions, which is a story unto itself, which I don't have time to go into at the moment.
This is literally the very first shot that I took on set. This is Ross Carlo backing the bike off of the trailer. And apparently it's my very first time using a camera.
Hey, I'm Jim, by the way.
Gino.
Nice seeing you, man.
Very
nice.
Very nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, same here.
I've read and heard a lot about you.
Some of it's true. You know what? It's all true. Good, bad. Yeah, pretty much. So,
James and Christopher setting up for a scene with a key alien.
Bill, what is that thing?
This is a lantern. This is like, have you ever heard the term Chinese lantern?
Yeah.
What this does is fill the room with diffused soft light. So it fills in all the shadows. Since we got this big garage, you know, it's gonna fill in all the spots that the daylight doesn't. So, and it's dialing, so we can dial this in from 1 watt all the way up to about 2,500 watts. So, and it's only a 300 watt LED. So you get all the power with none of the heat and like draw.
I've never seen them like that before.
It's a very cool light. So I get this phone call or a message from John saying he wanted to meet up with me to talk about a few things, and so I took a break from what I was doing and drove over to John's pad, and we sat on his front porch and struck up a deal to shoot together. There was no script. There was really nothing but John saying, "This is what I want to do. Remember that thing you saw 3 months ago? We want to shoot a sequel to it within the same year, so it's 2019. 2019 is the premiere of Finding Purpose, and then just months later, they're now going to shoot the sequel. It has only been done in history once, and that was on Breakin' and Breakin' 2, the Electric Boogaloo. So John Rain shares the iconic position of shooting a film and a sequel within 12 months of themselves. So thought he was crazy, and I didn't think it was going to happen. So I agreed to pretty much anything he said.
Get to drive it later.
Hello, handsome.
No.
I got to watch screen legend Aki Leon work and act close up. Got to meet the man himself.
I got you your framed screen right if you will be screen left. So, okay, guys, ready?
Let's get that door shut back there.
Braddock, you must pay for the crimes that you have committed against my beloved country.
They have nothing to do with this.
You are absolutely right.
This is quite an adventure, son.
Yeah, it is, Dad.
Did it happen all of a sudden?
Hey, Rod. You want to go and see if Sky needs some help?
If this bike will take you on the road to your redemption, then do it, son. For God's sake, do it.
A life-changing moment meeting that man, just hearing his philosophy on acting, his philosophy on filmmaking, his philosophies on life in general was, just his, being in his 80s, and he's been in making films and being in television and music for over 50 years. And I met him in Majory, Ohio, which was kind of ironic.
I'm Ed McIntosh. I was the production supervisor on Finding Purpose, The Road to Redemption.
Tell us how you met John Rain and what transpired.
I got called from a friend of mine who was working on the short movie 3 for the Money. And I got called and asked if I wanted to be an extra, and I told him I had to work the next day, so how late would it be? And he said, oh, you'll be done by 10 o'clock. So I said, sure, that's no problem. I went up, and I ended up getting shot and killed, and I laid on the floor until 4 in the morning. And then I went home, took a shower, and went to work. And I've been on them with every production since.
For the next 5 minutes, the series of shots that you're going to see took about 3 hours to set up and choreograph, and about 5 seconds to shoot. All for a scene that's about 3 seconds in length.
Now when this goes on, see how bright that's shining compared to the other ones? Right, that means that the circuit's going to play. Alright?
Whoa, look at that plume!
Tom, you got something to write with?
You want number 2?
Oh, wait a minute. Go ahead and let that rest and see if that's going to... Who are we missing?
Ross isn't here. Chris isn't here.
And then we have the
Hello. Justin! Here, buddy! I'm gonna yell over to him. Take your shirt off. I'm gonna have you like this.
Hey, he might pull his wig off.
So we'll get 2 shots in one on this. This is the slow motion though.
So what's the wide shot?
The wide shot is this. That's a wide shot. It's pretty wide, right?
That's pretty cool.
And then this is kind of the high shutter speed match of that one. Okay.
9 actors, 5 explosions, 4 cameras for about 3 seconds worth of film.
Okay, so if you think about, if you want to, the scope of the close-up is he's the center, your fake bush is the side, is about 2 feet off the end. Yeah, that way, yeah. I would spray it all across, like, I'd be like this. Isn't that okay? No, I have them up front. Yeah.
Radar, you can pretend like you're talking to somebody, you know. You can be like, hey, yeah, you guys got to get really animated. Yeah.
There's the wide.
Allie, you turn more towards Dave. Woo! All right, stay right where you're at. Nobody move. You got it all.
Okay, and then we'll put the drone in the air.
Okay, as soon as you get that drone fired up, Bill.
Keep going. Keep going. Out of frame.
Completely out. He's in the shot completely.
Action!
I remember being 5 or 6 years old and seeing the movie The Howling for the first time, and the scene where they actually show the physical transformation of a man turning into a werewolf. It gave me nightmares.
Behind the scenes stuff.
My dad is stubborn. He really is, and I put that in the best way possible. He doesn't care what anybody else has to say. If he wants something, he's gonna go for it. And I think that's what I admire about him the most.
It's very admirable to see someone be deteriorated on everything they're trying to do in their life, and to see someone just stand up against the grain of what everyone else is thinking. It's something extremely to be proud of, especially knowing that that man is your father. That man who's going against the grain, changing something for once in the film industry is your father. It's pretty empowering.
Hi everyone, my name is Rowena Rain. I am a wife of John Rain. John Rain is one stand-up guy that actually he have everything figured out when it comes that heat at the moment that it rises, and he seems to overcome and any obstacle that it will come. It's for me, I always say that I will deal with it when it happens. So he has that he has more to it than I am because it's a lot. It's a lot to direct. It's a lot behind the scenes going on.
Yeah, my editor here.
Look at he likes him.
He just waved.
Yes, it's my editor. He makes sure that everything is spelled correctly, my grammar. He came up with some good ideas too, huh? Yeah? Mm-hmm. You guys have got ideas. Yeah, we don't want to tell them. We keep it. Yes, I got it. Don't you worry, buddy. I'll keep your ideas.
I didn't really notice it from real close like this, but when you guys stepped back here and I was still at the garage,
That's real white.
That's the same makeup look as the ghetto scenes in Dawn of the Dead.
Oh my God, yes.
Yes.
In the apartment
Right?
building, they blow that dude's head off.
I didn't think, when I saw it close, it didn't register, but when you guys walked back here, I'm still there, I'm like, that's Dawn of the Dead right there.
Zombies in the hood.
So, this really is the way that you do like a bloodshot or something, but it's low budget, independent filmmaking, and you gotta improvise at the last minute. Yeah. Well, no, because I was on camera talking.
Can somebody move your car forward?
Well, most recently I helped him with makeup and, fake blood, stuff like that. I helped my mom whenever she was there cooking. I helped her with that. We did a lot of running around when we were younger. Grips is what we really were younger. We did a little bit of acting too.
Yeah, definitely getting up there and taking responsibility.
We definitely progressed, huh?
Oh my God, yeah, we did.
She's gonna have to clean my eye, inside my eye here. That's about it. Just dab it. Yeah, it needs
Stay on the boards too, guys.
I got 4 cans in it, so turn this off. We'll let that haze this first a little bit.
Can you hit that? Wait a minute. Mark, scene 1B, attic falling down, take 1.
Action. Oh, I think we got it.
Yeah, it just looks so creepy.
I like the obelisk of light.
It does look a lot
You're
like
sitting in
Hellraiser.
it's a very pyramid. Then we got the close up.
Is that cool? I'm gonna leave my towel right here because it's. I don't want anybody touching it. It's got my sweat on.
Oh, does it? Yes.
Oh, he touched
Okay, I'm not afraid of germs.
Oh, man.
Donna Lee, yes, much love to Donna Lee Heising. She was not in any of the scenes that were filmed at Whole Life Services, but she came on her day off from filming just to meet everybody, to hang out, take pictures.
You ready? And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Here you go. Here you go, babe.
Well, make sure, Rod, give me a helmet.
What is this?
That's your head protection, baby.
Are you kidding me?
No, let's just say it's gonna be. No, you screwed up the line.
Oh, it's
Yeah, okay, that's your head protection. It's,
Can you see her?
Kind of my way.
I see her, yeah.
Forgot the line.
Miss Donna Lee Heising, one of the hardest working actresses out of Hollywood. You really got to check out her extensive body of work. Such a sweet human being and a absolute pleasure to be around. It was just awesome being able to watch her work and to be able to talk to her off camera over the 2-week period and get to know a lot more about her was definitely a highlight.
All right, honey, getting on? All right, everybody ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Oh, wait. Hand me that down there.
Okay.
All right, Ron. Here you go, honey.
What is this?
Well, let's just say that's my homage to something that's very special to me.
And what's so special?
Well, let's just say I'm going to be born to be wild.
Okay. I don't know.
Where did I put my gun?
Does this look wild?
Let me see. You look great. You look great. All right, everybody ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, Dad. We'll see you later.
Bye, Grandpa.
I remember when I read the script the first time and I got to the scene with the bikers, I asked John, I said, you got anybody in mind that you going to cast as a biker? And he said, yeah, real bikers. The day the post came across the Polestar Facebook about, you know, the time and the date and where to report to.
Good morning, Donna.
Morning.
I remember messaging Ed McIntosh and telling him, hey, man, I know the vice president of Mercer County, Abe, and he said, we already talked to him, we already went to the meeting, they're already on board. I was so excited to see how this was all going to come together.
He wanted a bar to film the biker scene, so I was just thinking locally what bars would work. So I drove over to him, talked to the owner, and he was all for it. I don't seem to get too much resistance to using locations other than they don't seem to believe me at first that we're filming a movie. May contacted everybody with all the times and places to be every day, and it was a lot of work.
Larry Overfield. He played a vampire in one of John's horror movies, Blood Woods.
Split down the middle, maybe we can do that. That's tight, dude. Half on the line with thousands of dollars that the studios are looking for me to be responsible with. So right now I have this little patch of highway out here that's causing me a big fucking rectal exam that's not making me happy. So please don't take my actions personal. If I don't vent, I explode, and I don't want to do that. So just be patient with me, please. I really appreciate all of you, and I'm not being an ass. Just realize I got a lot of pressure going on.
You're not being an ass, you're just being a dick. Fuck you.
Oh, the camaraderie, the people. All the creativity, and then when you see the final product, it is amazing to know that you had something to do with putting that together. I can watch any of the movies and say, I got that location, or I know who said that to get that to happen, or just various things. It's nice knowing all the behind the scenes.
We got quite a robust list.
Do we really?
Yep.
Well, we have all day, so.
The day at the bar, I was running around like a crazy person trying to keep all the extras in place, making sure they were happy because they were standing there all day long until it was time to shoot their scene.
I just want to say, I've done probably 4 dozen films. I don't know how many TV shows I've done. Promotions I've done. We've been on set a lot. These guys have been with me here, some of them for 6 years since I've been here. And they all become like family to us. And you've seen the best of me today, and you've seen the worst of me today. Maybe not the worst.
I've never seen the worst.
But I want to say to you guys, from talking with you, and what I hear that you do in your motorcycle club, really touched my heart. Because this movie was about exactly those sentiments. People caring about their brothers. And you're a shining example of that. And I'm proud that you guys came out here and decided to do this with me.
Thank you.
And you guys have been probably the nicest group of people that I've worked with. So thank you.
Yeah.
Now let's finish the movie.
Yeah.
It was kind of like freeform jazz, shooting on John Rain's movie, where it was And that's also why the thing was always on schedule, because as the clock would be ticking along and we were getting ahead and we were getting behind, John would go and like, you know, you hear the music, and then boom, like freeform jazz filmmaking comes on. He starts changing shit up.
Now kind of like look at everybody like, holy crap, they're gonna make it between yourselves. He's like getting there. You know, go ahead, look at each other. Don't be afraid. Yeah, you can talk. Say, holy crap.
Very cool. He's good.
I think he's
good.
Picture on the wall.
Okay, now, yeah!
It was a very creative process. You know, it was usually, you know, the creativity is generally restricted to the actors on film sets. But in this regard, the creativity was really just about like making it fit within the day. But then they would do crazy stuff like add entire new scenes during the day when we'd be ahead of things. So it was a lot of fun. It was really challenging.
I really respect everything that you guys gave. I really do. And that's another reason I want this film out there. Everybody that comes back from the war isn't Rambo. They come back with real problems, real emotions. So here's to you guys.
Hey, I got this great idea, and I don't know who it was, but somebody's like, we got this whole new idea for this whole scene in this boat in the water. There's going to be a stunt. And it's like, oh, all right, yeah, okay, you know, whatever. Let's see what we can. Let's see what we can do. You know, and it's midday on an ambitious day, and now we have a whole new scene to shoot. And they threw Donna in swamp water and at Chaz's place.
Look at that.
Look at that. Look at that.
Young blood. Tell me about it. Young blood. I can't get you out of my mind. I took one look and I was fractured. I tried to walk but I was lame.
I think that's a good establishing shot for this film. That's pretty good. Okay, so let's get him down where he first finds the skunk. Let's just have him down on the ground and picking him up.
Tom's portrayal of Rodney was an absolute beautiful work of art.
That's good. Perfect. Go ahead, Tom. Stay in character.
It feels like my sister's dog Barry. He bit a skunk.
Put him down. Right. Yeah, let him come to the noodle. There you go. There you go. There you go. Kind of like pet him. Nope. 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 Goodbye, guys.
Wow, you guys suck. I mean, you guys suck. Easy. You know, we got a shot of him. He dropped his noodle. You are a bad skunk. Don't let him go in the woods. No, he's on the track.
She got him. Okay, let's just go from picking him up now.
Mark, arrival at Talker's mom's, take 2.
The farmhouse location, when we pulled in, the first thing I thought was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you know. And I thought if I just had a swing set in front of the grassy area, I'm like, it'd be the perfect shot. You know, we do the dolly past the swing set. You know, it's this wide open. There's silos in the background, so automatically I think, you know, shoot a lot of wide, you know, shoot a lot of moving wide shots. We've got a great opportunity for the the introduction shot and the outgoing shot, you know, high shots, low shots, dolly shots. You know, it's kind of like you walk in and you put the scene together. When John directs and he's shooting, he's editing in his head as he's going along. And then all I'm doing is pouring the cereal in the bowl for him to eat it up. You know, then he processes it the way he's going to do it.
Barbara, move a little towards the light. There you go. Yeah, right there.
Well, ma'am, I'm looking for the family of Jason Jones.
Saving when we can't see the ending, a part still hiding away when eyes can't be. I just wait.
Yeah. And we'll shoot it like a medium of that so we can cut it in successfully. Band practice.
One of the first lessons I learned on set was making a movie is not a 9-to-5 job. It's we work until we get the shot, and that we is everyone on the cast and crew. John's wife, Winnie, cooked enough lunches and dinners, and even the occasional breakfast, to feed a small army. Another lesson learned was why everybody from Polestar referred to it as a family and not a company. They would argue like brothers and sisters one minute and then come together and create something beautiful the very next.
Yeah, we pretty much are like family. We spend when we're not making movies, we still spend time together. The people that are really, when you're passionate about something, there's going to be arguments and words at times, but as long as the final product comes out right.
I think I got about 12.5 shots of you getting makeup on.
It's tough preparing for my public.
Chris.
It's more like about it.
I dumped this fire up. 1 ounce of the knot. It's an
Do you like this trip?
Yes. Something like that. You want to be in it today?
Sure.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Okay.
Camera's rolling. Mark it.
Road to Redemption, scene 19, Dr. Close-Up, take 2.
All right. You're so believable when you slow it down. All right. All right, my brother, here we go. Don't look at the camera.
I'm glad you're awake. Whenever you die, I got my pants again. Gotta do my dance.
No, we're gonna have the doctor.
Make sure you say it again, okay? I will.
I went way back in my memory to basic training when they taught us to salute as 18-year-old kids. I'm trying to teach these 50-something-year-old men how to salute properly. And I think for the most part they got it pretty good. Kept having problems with the thumb sticking out, which you can't do, but...
Present arms! Order arms!
Proper goodbye.
Attention! Present arms! Order arms! Today we honor you, Small.
I liked the movie. I thought it did a very good portrayal of the vet. Showed him hitting rock bottom, and it showed him fighting his way back out. When you got to the second movie, The Road to Redemption, he's pretty much got his life together in the few years between those movies.
Thank you. Thank you all very much.
I got to meet R.A. Mihailoff, who played Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw 3.
Try to look friendlier. That's my friendly face.
Well, all right. This has been fun. Anything you want to say to the fans out there before we go?
Hey, hi folks. Halloween's coming up. Have a great Halloween time, and I hope to see you all down the road somewhere.
Wow. Donna? That's it? Penn and Teller here.
No, actually, R.A. is one of the nicest guys in the world.
You can pay her the $20 later.
I already did.
And so is John.
For anybody who doesn't know, a process trailer in the film industry is when they load a car up onto an actual trailer and they pull that trailer with another vehicle while they shoot to make it look like they're actually driving this safety situation. They built their own process trailer with this seat, which was it was like a race car seat that Ross had welded and drilled this. Initially, we talked about me wearing the Steadicam rig and slinging it on the side. And I'm like, there's no way I can sit in this thing and wear 100 pounds worth of equipment on top of it. So I'm like, I'll just take the drone and I'll shoot it with the drone because the drone has a motorized gimbal on it. And John's giving me shit about it because he goes, I know it didn't look good but it worked perfectly. Right? Did it not work, John?
Go down that road because that's the.
Just ride with him.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Just put all my
You're
stuff.
gonna go
Hold on.
from Meyer to Old 82 to what, like North Albright?
I'll be driving then. We're just trying to get some photos of North Albright. Some scenes back.
On the freeway, which lane are you going to be in? Passing?
I got motion sickness almost like immediately on this thing because I'm sitting there with a toy, as John had said. I'm sitting there with a toy and the monitor, and I'm staring at the monitor while I'm doing all this stuff at 30 miles an hour heading down back roads. And I'm sitting on this welded moving seat of this process, bouncing up and down 30 miles an hour. Yeah, with a police escort, which was kind of cool. So I knew that if the seat broke, I ended up, heels to the sky on the ground. I knew at least the ambulance would get there quick. It was quite an adventure. It was kind of crazy. That was the last day of shooting, and I'm actually nauseous just thinking about it right now. Getting motion sick. But yeah, that was quite an adventure. But guess what? That seat stayed right where it was supposed to.
1, 2, 3, go.
And I guarantee you, there's going to come a time that they're going to roll that process trailer out again, and I'm going to be planted right back into that seat shooting something else for these lunatics.
Such an amazing team effort that I got to watch come together. I'm 40 years old. I've never seen anything like that before. To see just a group of people come together for one general purpose, and they all believed in something from start to finish. No matter how crazy the idea was, they made it work. Everybody came together, and for 14 days, and that's just the on-set shooting, brought it together.
Someday I'll sleep, and I just need saving when we can't see the ending. A bomb still hiding away when eyes can't meet. I just someone who hates. Eyes can't meet, and I just
Finding Purpose, the road to redemption.
And they are, there they are. They came up there. They snuck up behind you. Congratulations, guys.
Wow.
glad I wore the suit. Never in my wildest dreams did I think this was going to happen. But I stand here humbly accepting this award on behalf of my brother Rod, who's no longer with us, and who I wrote the film about 22 years ago. So many people to thank, and I know I'm going to forget them. Roger Paul, our agent out of New York, all the work he's doing for us. Aki Alion for being a part of my project and becoming my dear friend. Donnelly Hessing, also starring in the film. My agents, or my producers, Chaz, Allie, Big John, my partner and best friend, Tom Stoops, for taking on the role of my brother that he didn't get to do. So I thank you all, and I thank the Hollywood Screen Award, Silver Screen people for giving us this opportunity. Thank you very much.
I got to see it.
Allie Wedge. Allie Wedge was the assistant production supervisor for this film. And I got to tell you, that's a strenuous job, and she did a wonderful job. We love you. Ed McIntosh. Ed was the actual production supervisor for this film. Ross Carlos. Ross is a set designer, and he also is construction, and he did a phenomenal job with a lot of the sets that you're going to see. He actually constructed them and put those in the sound stages, so thank you, buddy. James Schultz. Schultz was responsible for all the set costumes, set dressings, and especially the war costumes, keeping everything authentic for our vets. We really love this guy. We really love this guy, that's all I can say. Riley McIntosh. Riley, you have got Best Child Actor for Polestar Studios 2019. Ashley Gallo. Ashley has got the Best Supportive Lead Actress for 2019 for Polestar Productions. Tom Stoops, and I love him, and you're going to love him in this film. There you go, buddy. This is Justin and Bill Long, and they also are our Best Supportive Crew. William Victor Shodden. He was the director of cinematography. Gino Blair, are you here? Yeah. This goes for all the members of Whole Life Services. It's best supporting extras in a film. You guys were fantastic. So this goes to you guys, and I'm going to have you accept it.
I didn't do it!
I'm videotaping all this.
My brother told me to put it up my pooper.
That's not necessary.
These are your pants too, right? No,
That's abuse, man. Leave him alone. Oh man, you feel big, man?
I'm in trouble.
You feel big, man?
Wait a minute. He's out of place.
You're mentally handicapped individual, man. What kind of crap is this?
Hey! Let me out! Oh shit! Let me out! Let me.
Well, you're some sweet meat.
Okay, never mind.